Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back. Today's video is gonna be a full face-ish of first impressions. I have some products from Fenty Beauty that I'm gonna try. I have the I Want Kandee palette from the Kandee Johnson and Too Faced collection, and then I've got a bunch of other random stuff from a bunch of random different brands. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe and let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the eyes. However, I did buy the Fenty Beauty foundation in 2 different shades, and I've heard that it oxidizes or just dries a lot darker as you wear it and stuff. So I figured while I'm doing my eyes, I can just have like 2 swatches on my cheek drying so I can see which shade is gonna be the best, and then whatever's not the best, I can bring back to the store. So I wasn't so excited about the foundation. I've heard a lot of great things, a lot of amazing things. It just doesn't sound like a foundation that I just don't think that it's gonna be for me. I'm looking for something a little bit less coverage. I'm looking for something that has a little bit of a sheen to it, not much, just a little bit of dew, you know what I mean? So this is the foundation. This is shade 120. It says shake well, so I'm going to shake it well. And then this is shade 150. You can kind of see them next to each other. They're both neutral undertones because if I go too pink or too yellow, I look crazy. So I'm gonna take just a little bit of each. I'm gonna put 120 right here. And let's buff it in with a brush so that it looks a little bit more normal. And then I'm gonna put 150 back here. Because right now 150 actually looks like it's gonna match me perfectly, but we'll see. I've heard that it dries much darker, so we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna set these aside and then we can do the eyes. First of all, I wanna say a huge congratulations to Kandee Johnson because this is amazing. It's so exciting, and Kandee is one of the very first people that I started watching on YouTube, and I've gotten to meet her 3 times now, and she's seriously the actual nicest person in the entire world. I love her and I'm very excited for her in this collection. Oh, cute. They made it look like actual candies here, not like eyeshadows. So this is what the palette looks like. I like how she made it look like you can have like 3 different looks, or do the bottom, do the top, or mix and match. I just think that's kind of cool. I'm kind of wanting to stay over in this side of things. I really kind of want to do like a grungy look today. I'm gonna start by taking Cream Puff, this top shade here, and I'm gonna put that in the crease first. And then I'm gonna slowly deepen this up. I'm gonna grab the color Pastry, this shade here, bring this into the crease. I'm gonna use the color Banana Cream Pie, the shade down here, and I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone. Blend that out. And then I'm gonna take the color Taupe Berry. It is the very gray shade over here. I'm gonna put it right on the tip of my brush. Bring this right into the crease. Also gonna bring it here on the inner corner. And then I'm gonna use some of this Raspberry Cocoa shade to blend that out a little bit. Just a little bit, because I don't wanna bring in too much pink here. I want it to be pretty gray and black and smoky. And then I'm gonna make this really dramatic. I'm gonna grab Licorice Rope, which is the deep black shade. And I'm just using this pencil brush to press this in on the outer corner, inner corner, and slightly in the crease. So I am noticing that this is surprisingly easy to work with. I don't know, like I feel like black can be very tricky to use, and this is not the deepest, darkest black I've ever used, but it's blending very easily. So if you ever want to do like a blackout smoky eye or something, like this black and this gray, I think would work really well for something like that, kind of similar to what I'm doing. Very cool. I mean, I personally like a deeper, richer black, but I think maybe that's why it's a little harder to blend, you know what I mean? Okay, so I really want like a dramatic, sparkly, grungy sort of smoky eye. And this product is gonna be so random. It's not like new in the industry or anything like that. It also looks like I've used it a ton, but I've actually never used this. So I got this in gratis when I worked at Sephora a really long time ago, and they must have had like a plethora of testers of this specific color, so they gave it to me in gratis. And this is the color Night Breed, like this black glitter. Oh shit, it's a really glittery black shadow. So I'm gonna apply this all over the lid. So far so good. So it's got like a little bit of glitter, but not like what I was thinking it was gonna be. I can definitely see some of the sparkles, but it's not as much as I was hoping for. So I have this glitter. This is in the color Bronze Industrial from NYX. This is actually the product that I used when I went to the Goo Goo Dolls concert over the summer for my anniversary, and a lot of you guys wanted me to do a tutorial on that look, and then I never did because I don't know why. Okay, so I applied a sticky base. I really like that. It's very sparkly and glammy and like rockery. I dig it. I digs it. Okay, so for foundation, this was the 20 and this was the 50. I honestly think I could do either one. I don't think that one would be way worse than the other. I think I'm gonna go with the 50 just because it's a little darker. I think it's gonna give me some color. And then for primer, I'm just gonna prime the way I normally do just because I don't wanna try a new primer with a new foundation. I don't like doing that because you can never tell if it's the primer that's messing up or doing amazing, and you can't tell if it's the foundation that's messing up or doing amazing. So this way I know exactly how it's working. I'm gonna use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Light, and I'm just gonna apply this to the skin. And I'm really digging the eyes. I feel like it goes really well with my shirt. Ooh, I'm so excited to try this. So I'm gonna go in with the shade 150 from Fenty Beauty, and I'm gonna use my normal foundation brush that I use, which is the Crown Pro C517 brush. Put one pump on the back of my hand usually because one pump is enough for my whole face for most foundations. So I'm just gonna put one dot here and down here, and we'll see that should cover this entire area. I'd say it gives a medium to full coverage, so it's not as full coverage as I was thinking it was going to be, which is good for me. I do like a medium coverage in a foundation. It is a very, I'd say, matte finish. However, I can see the light catch it like as I move, almost like it reminds me, this is so weird, but it reminds me of the finish of this bottle. Does that make any sense? Kind of like when the light hits it, you can kind of see, but it's very matte. Interesting. Oh, I guess I should talk about like my first impressions of the line when it came out. I'm not like a huge Rihanna fan. She's cool, but like I'm not like, oh my god, you know what I mean? So, but when I heard that she was coming out with a line, and when I saw like a really close-up shot of one of the highlighter duos, and it looked amazing and so beautiful, but you couldn't see any of the other products, and you couldn't see the packaging in that picture. And my first thoughts for packaging was like, I just thought Chanel. I don't know, I just like pictured Chanel packaging. I just figured it would be very just like bougie, luxurious, just like glam kind of packaging, if that makes sense. So I pictured like either like a glossy black packaging or like glossy red packaging. I don't know why, but when I think of Rihanna, I just think of like red. I don't know why, Illuminati. But that's just like what I thought in my head. So when I saw the collection and like the packaging, I was honestly a little thrown off. I was not expecting the packaging to look the way that it looks. It kind of reminds me of Kim Kardashian West packaging, which I'm not a fan of. I do like all of the like octagon sort of shapes that it has, but I'm just not a fan of the white packaging. I don't know why. I don't know. That's just my opinion on the packaging, but that's just packaging. I do want to talk about the shade range. I think that it's amazing. Amazing that they had so many foundation shades. We've got very fair to very deep and everywhere in between, and I just think that's amazing, especially for it being not just a foundation launch, but a brand launch. I just think it's awesome. I really like that. Okay, this glitter right now is like falling all over the place, and I'm pissed. Okay, I'm shocked that I'm loving this right now. This is so different from what I've been into recently. I have not been into full coverage. I have not been into matte foundations. I've just kind of flip-flopped because like for the longest time I was into that, and then I kind of sort of like backed away and I liked more luminous, more dewy looking stuff. I like foundations that look like skin. I want it to look like you're not really wearing foundation and you just have nice skin and stuff like that. This does that, but it's not so dewy. I really like this. I'm I'm really surprised. I didn't think it was gonna be a bad product. I just didn't think that it was gonna fit like my personal preference for foundation right now. I'm gonna use a newer concealer. I've used it a few times and so far I've been liking it. This is the YSL All Hours concealer. I know that there's been a lot of talk about there being like bad ingredients in this stuff. I still haven't looked up on it and stuff, but if you don't like it, that's fine. I got this new brush from Sephora. I remember using it when I worked there, and I've been looking for a smaller brush for under my eyes because I usually just use my foundation brush under my eyes, but it was getting, okay, how the F do I open this? It was getting a little bit too big for that area, but I thought, look it's just like the little mini version of it, so I thought this would be perfect for under the eyes. So I'm gonna try this brush out today with my concealer. So I'm gonna bring this under the eyes here, just gonna start with one dot and then build up if I need to. And this is the Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer number 57. Not gonna lie, that was weird. I don't know how I feel about it yet. For blush, I have a new one that I wanna try out. I actually have two new ones. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is the color Ambering Rose from MAC. Ooh, a fresh pan, looks good. When I went to say this, I almost called it just Amber Rose. Don't you just want to call this Amber Rose? I do. I have a MAC palette here and I'm just gonna add it to it. Just pop it right in there. So I'm gonna try this today. It almost looks like a burnt orange, but it was kind of like really sparkly too. It looked really pretty. So I'm gonna use my MAC 168 brush and really tap off the excess because it looks like a really deep pigmented blush. I like it. That's pretty. So I bought Trophy Wife knowing that it's probably not gonna work out for my complexion. I swatched it on my arm and it definitely wasn't gonna work, but then when I just tapped it out, it was the most beautiful golden yellow. So I bought it because I also figured, you know what? I can use this on my eyes. That's at least what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that this works out because look how pretty that is. Such a beautiful color, and if you have a deeper complexion, this is gonna look beautiful on you. With a red lip, ooh, that'd be so pretty. But then the one that's probably gonna work out way better for me is this one, and it's the Lightning Dust and Fire Crystal color. So looks like that. They are very, very glittery. I swatched them on my hand, and for a lot of people, they might not like that just because it's glitter, basically. I like that though. I do. Sometimes I'm not in the mood for that, but sometimes I am and I like it. So I'm gonna take the darker shade first. This is Lightning Dust, and I'm using my Sigma F35, and I'm gonna put this right up here. Oh, that's pretty. That's a very nice, soft highlight. That's actually very beautiful. It doesn't look glittery on. That's so weird because they swatched really, really sparkly glittery, and that did not go on like glitter. That went on like a beautiful sheen. Don't you think that's nice? It's nice and subtle, kind of just dances on the cheek. I'm gonna now go into the Fire Crystal color and pop that on. Okay, so that one is way more intense. I really like it. I like it. So I don't know if I want to apply this on me. I do just want to swatch it though. Look at how pretty that is. For me, once I kind of have not much on it, I think it'll look good. Kind of like how it looks on my wrist right there, if you can even see that. And put a little on. If I apply a light amount, I think it's gonna work. Kind of like how I did. I tapped it in, dusted it off on my wrist, and then applied it on my cheekbone, and I think it works. I have to say I'm very, very impressed. Let's quickly finish up the eyes and then we'll do the lip color, and I have the gloss and I can't wait to use the gloss. All right, I'm gonna grab the pastry shade from the palette and just rub that under the eye. And then I'm gonna take the taupe berry right at the lash line. Okay, I'm gonna add some black liner here on the waterline. I'm applying some mascara. I'm gonna try out these lashes from Velour. They're the silk ones that you can get at Sephora, and they're in the style fluff and edgy. They're dramatic, but, well, they're probably very dramatic, but with what look I've got going on my eyes, they're not hiding the look, which I like. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on the bottom lashes. We can move on to the lips, which is The product that I've been the most excited about since I browsed the website, this is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Balm. It's a universal lip luminizer. So it's a lip gloss that everyone can wear in the color Fenty Glow, but this is the color. I just thought, what a cool concept. I think it's gonna work. We'll see what this looks like. So let's try this on. I'm gonna do no lip liner right now, but I do have a lip liner that I can use that is brand new. I just wanna see what this looks like on blank lips first. This is exactly what I figured it would look like. I like it. I like the scent for the most part. It has like a little bit of a, like one note in here that I'm like not the biggest fan of. I'm very like picky when it comes to scents. The smallest thing can kind of like mess it up for me. Like I cannot do Kylie lip kits just because of the scent. The texture feels amazing. I love the way it makes my lips look. I feel like it just enhances my natural lip color, which is really cool. And I'm excited to see people with a bunch of different complexions wearing this because it is a universal lip color. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I was very pleasantly surprised by quite a few things. I do think that the star of the show today was like all of the Fenty Beauty stuff, but very specifically the foundation. I am just so shocked that I love it so much just because it's so different from what I've been going for lately, but it really does look like my skin, but better. I don't feel caked on. It feels really lightweight. It feels soft to the touch, almost like skin. It's so weird. I just love it though. The highlighters are freaking beautiful. I just think I just love it all. So, oh, and I also really love the Kandee Johnson palette. I feel like it blended out really nicely, and that gray color with the black was so easy to create this look. I was just pleasantly surprised. So yeah, I think I found a lot of winners that I'm gonna be using a lot in future videos. Let me know what your thoughts are on the products that I tried today. What are your thoughts on Fenty Beauty? Are you over it? Are you tired of hearing about it? Or are you super excited? I feel like I was kind of like in the middle about it, but I'm so glad that I ended up biting the bullet and trying it out because I'm just loving everything. So yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really hope you liked this video. Please subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you later. Bye.